Tonight we got a game against Apalachee. Comes in and visits Clarke Central. Apalachee is 7-6 overall in their region, or 7-6 overall, 2-1 in their region. Clarke Central comes in 3-9 overall and 0-3 in their region. Clarke Central takes the field with, we got Patrick Matthews on the mound, Jack Elliott Galler behind the plate, Tucker Crumpton over at first. Across the infield we got Trip Thompson at second, Hunter Cutts at short, Noah Fairbairn at third. Across the outfield from left to right, we got Isaiah Sims, Luke Bennett, and Jordan Bonner. Stepping up to the plate for Apalachee right now, we got Tyler Adams. He will be pitching, and the first pitch comes in there is a ball, just a little bit low. Tyler Adams homered in their game on Wednesday, which Apalachee won 9-3. The 1-0's in there on the outside corner for strike one. Adams took that one. One count. Matthews gets ready to deal. And Adam looks at that strike. Little curveball right over the middle of the plate. The 1-2. Tyler Adams looks at that one in the dirt for ball two. Matthews deals. Ball outside. Full count to the leadoff hitter, Tyler Adams. Fouls that one right off the catcher's mask. Stays alive with a 3-2 count. A little fastball right there over the heart of the plate. Took a big cut at it and just a little bit under the ball and tips it right off the catcher's mask. Patrick Matthews gets ready to deal a full count. Little ground ball third. Foul ball, says the umpire, not by much. That one looked like it may have crossed over the bag and just right into foul territory right behind it. Stays alive, full count here. On leadoff batter, Tyler Adams for Apalachee. Ball low and in the dirt for the first walk. Tyler Adams gets on base. Leadoff batter's on. Nobody out here in the top of the first inning.
Number 5, Clint Ash.
Clint Ash steps up to the plate. He'll be playing third base today. Clint Ash is actually also the quarterback for Appalachee's football team. A little slider in the dirt, gets behind Jack Elliott Gower at home plate, and Tyler Adams gets down to second. Shows bunt, pulls back, and that one's in there for strike one. We got a 1-1 count here. Runner on second base for Apalachee. In the game on Wednesday, Apalachee strung together 2 doubles, a triple, and a home run en route to a 9-3 victory. Strike two right over the heart of the plate. Clint Ash just stared at that one, let that one go into the catcher's glove. The 1-2. Ball low in the dirt, looked like a little off-speed pitch, and Elliott Gower does a good job back there keeping it in front of him and keeping that runner on second base. Matthews throws another one in the dirt, another little off-speed pitch. Hasn't really got that one over the zone today yet. And another full count here to the number 2 hitter for Apalachee. Runner on second base, nobody out here in the top of the first inning. And that one's skied to left center. Luke Bennett shades over, gets under it and catches it, and Tyler Adams stays put at second base. One down here in the top of the first inning.
Batting next, number 21.
Stepping up to the plate, number 21, Stephen Adair, shortstop today. Strike. Ooh, ball. Ball one. That one looked pretty good from my view up here, and Ump didn't give it to him. Maybe a bit high. So we got a 1-0 count now on a 3-hole hitter, Stephen Adair. Matthews deals a 1-0. Ball high. Another one. Another hard fastball there, and swings right through that one. 2-1 the count on Stephen Adair. Patrick Matthews throwing a little harder right there, getting the swinging strike. Tyler Adams still out there at second base. Matthews deals, and that one's shot into left field. Isaiah Sims running back, gets over his head. Tyler Adams will round third and head home, and he will score. Stephen Adair in there with a double, and first run of the game for Apalachee. 1-0.
Now batting number 6, Austin Miller.
Austin Miller steps up to the plate, first baseman today, with a runner on second base and 1 run already across the board for Apalachee in the top of the first inning. Matthews deals, a little high off-speed pitch there, and a little too high. Got to get that one down. 1-0 now. 1 ball, no strikes. Runner's still out on second base. They just swapped positions earlier. Throws a fastball right over the heart of the plate for strike 1. Ball outside. Look like a little slider right there for ball 2. Matthews gets set, checks his runner on second, and delivers the 2-1. That one shot over to right field, into the dugout, or into the bullpen, my bad. 2-2 count here. Checks the runner at second, fires, and it gets by into center field, but the runner will not advance. Luke Bennett was there pretty quick. The ball was thrown kind of hard and didn't really have a chance. Diving back into second, couldn't have got up in time and got over to third base. Hunter comes to talk to Patrick Matthews for a little bit. A little miscommunication there on that throw, and Matthews deals. Check swing, called strike 3. First out of the ball, or 2 outs now on that swinging strike 3. Austin Miller wasn't really sure what he was doing. A little off-speed pitch there, got a little bit confused and went down on it. Tony Salvaggio comes up to the plate, the 5-hole hitter, playing right field today, and skies that one back behind us. 0-1, 2 outs, top of the first inning. Apalachee already has 1 run across the board. Tony Salvaggio awaits the 0-1, and swings at that little slider, curveball, off-speed pitch. Looks like something there in the dirt, and bounced off Elliot Gower's chest, and got an 0-2 count now. Runner goes. No throw down to third base. Noah Fairbairn may have got a late break to the bag, and Ellie Gower didn't want to risk a ball into the outfield, and another run across the board, just held it in his glove and threw it right back to the pitcher. We got a 1-2 count now. And that ball is shot into right field. One run will come in. Tony Salvaggio on with a single. 2-out run there, and get 2-0 Apalachee over Clarke Central early in this game.
Next up, number 15, Joey White.
Joey White steps up to the plate as the DH this afternoon. He had a double in the game on Wednesday. Matthews deals a little bit high, it looked like, and didn't give him that one. That's ball one. Ball two, high. Matthews checks the runner at first and deals a 2-0. Gets one across the plate. A little check swing there for strike one. We got 2 balls, 1 strike. Two runs on 2 hits this afternoon so far, and that is strike 2. Swung right through that fastball in the outside corner. Got 2-2 count now. Runner goes, fouled at the plate back. Runner will head back onto first, and we'll do this all over again. 2-2 count, 2 outs here in the top of the first inning. 2 runs across the board for Apalachee. Throws over to first. Salvaggio gets back there. Just keeping him honest. Runner goes, ball inside, throw down to second, and he is in there. Tony Salvaggio gets a stolen base. That is his 3rd stolen base today already for Apalachee. Runner on second, full count, 2 outs. And that ball is flied to the right side. Tucker Crump, and lets that one drop. Foul territory. Foul ball will do it all over again. Joey White battling here for Apalachee. Full count, 2 outs. Runner on second base. And Matthews steps off. Looked like they had a little bit of daylight out there at second base. Thought about throwing back. Held it, and now he deals the 3-2. Ball low and away. And Joey White heads down for the second walk of the inning. Runner on first and second. 2 outs.
Now batting number 12.
Austin Lazier steps up to the plate. He will be catching today. Matthews looks at second and throws on strike. Nice little curveball there. Looks the 0-1. Strike 2, low at the knees. Nice pitch there by Patrick Matthews. Got an 0-2 count. Be good to get out of this inning unscathed. Get into the dugout and start getting those bats going for Clarke Central. Deals the 0-2. Runner goes. Ball in the dirt. And both runners will advance. Salvaggio with another stolen base, and Joey White just follows him. Runners on second and third. Strike three, looking on the outside corner. Austin Lazier goes down. It's 2 strikeouts here in the top of the first inning for Patrick Matthews. We had 1 run on 2 hits, or 2 runs, excuse me, on 2 hits, no errors for Apalachee after 1/2 inning. Appalachee's up 2-0. Clarke Central will come up to the plate in the bottom of the second inning. Noah Fairbairn will lead off. Patrick Matthews after him. Jack Elliott Gower batting third. Hunter Cuts in the cleanup spot. Luke Bennett batting sixth. Tucker Crumpton, Trip Thompson. Jordan Bonner will be in the 8 hole, and Isaiah Sims will be in the 9 hole. In the field for Apalachee pitching, we have Tyler Adams. Austin Lazier will be behind the plate. From the infield from first to third, we have Austin Miller, Chance Rodriguez, Stephen Adair at short, Clint Ash at third. Across the outfield from left to right, we have Ryan Janko, Eric Morgan, and Tony Salvaggio. Clarke Central looking to get those 2 early runs by Apalachee back and get off to an early start. On Wednesday in the 9-3 loss, Clarke Central had 3 hits, and 2 of which were home runs. So hopefully they can keep those bats going, get some more hits on the board, and keep that power up there. Noah Fairbairn steps up to the plate, awaits the Adams delivery, down in the dirt for ball 1. Strike on the outside corner. Fairbairn was looking at that one. As a leadoff hitter, you kind of want to get the pitcher to throw some pitches and let your team see what this pitcher's looking like for the day. So he's doing his job out there as he waits the 1-1. Ball 2 in the dirt. That was ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike here on the leadoff hitter, Noah Fairbairn for Clarke Central. Strike right on the outside corner, full count. Fairbairn steps back up to the plate. Looks to put something in play and get on base as a leadoff hitter. And puts that one shot up into center field, right back at the pitcher, and gets into center, and Fairbairn is on with a single to start off the game. It's exactly what you want coming off of giving up 2 runs early in the first inning.
Number 15, Matthews.
Patrick Matthews pitching for Clarke Central, steps up to the plate in the 2 hole. Adams checks him at first, and Matthews showed bunt, pulled back, and was called strike 1. No balls, 1 strike here on Matthews, and Matthews lays it down. Nice bunt there. Fairbairn will reach the second. Matthews is thrown out at first. Sack bunt right there, and does exactly what he's supposed to do. Gets his runner over to second base and gets some high fives back in the dugout. Jack Elliott Gower steps up to the plate. He had a 2-run home run on Wednesday in this 4th inning. Gower's catching today, and that ball is in there for strike 1. Fairbairn takes his lead at second. Adair creeps in, and Adams delivers. Strike 2, swung right through that one. No balls, 2 strikes here on the 3-hole hitter, Elliott Gower. And a check swing, strike 3. Elliott Gower goes down. Wasn't really sure on that one. Looked like the umpire wasn't too sure either, and called him out. And got 2 outs now in the bottom of the 1st inning for Clarke Central. Hunter Cutt steps up to the plate. Shortstop today for Clarke Central with a runner on second base. Be nice to get 1 run in after a leadoff single by Fairbairn. Strike on the outside corner. Cutt steps back up to the plate and awaits the 0-1. Swing and a miss right there by Hunter Cutts. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner on second base. Adams deals. Fouled right back here. Hits the fence, and Hunter Cutts stays alive. Sun's peeking out behind the clouds. Getting a few shadows out there on the field. Fairbairn takes a smaller lead. And Adams deals, and that ball is a little blooper right at the second baseman, and Chance Rodriguez fields it, and that will be the 3rd out of the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 runner left on base for Clarke Central. After 1 full inning, Apalachee is up 2-0. The 8-hole hitter, Eric Morgan, center fielder, steps up to the plate for Apalachee. He had 3 RBIs and a double in the game on Wednesday. I'll pause there for the music, made sure we had to get that off. So Eric Morgan steps up to the plate. Apalachee up 2-0, top of the 2nd. And hits a shot to left field. He'll get on. Isaiah Sims fields it and throws it in pretty quickly. Morgan took a pretty big round at first base. But nonetheless, he's in there with a single to start off the inning. Another leadoff batter on base for Apalachee. Tyler Adams reached base in the 1st inning on a walk. 9-hole hitter, Chance Rodriguez, steps up to the plate. Second baseman made the last out of the last inning. Eric Morgan gets a pretty big lead, and Patrick Matthews checks him over at first, and Morgan gets back in there safely. Ground ball to short, double play ball, throws to second. No throw to first. Got the lead runner out at second, though. Chance Rodriguez heads down to first base with a fielder's choice.
Next up, number 2, Tyler Adams.
One out here in the top of the second inning. Top of the order up again for Apalachee, Tyler Adams. Walked in his first plate appearance and scored. Strike on the outside corner. Nice little off-speed pitch there by Patrick Matthews. Matthews throws over to first base. Chance Rodriguez back in there. Rodriguez takes a smaller lead off first base, and Matthews deals. Strike right in there. Nice little pitch right over the heart of the plate. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here in the top of the second inning. Matthews steps off. Poses himself again. Steps right back on the rubber. Rodriguez goes, throw down to second, and Rodriguez is out by a mile. Nice throw there by Jack Elliott Gower. Gets him at second base. There was no doubt about that one. Hunter Cutts put a pretty good tag on him, came up the baseline a little bit, and got the second out. No balls, or 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs now. And that is called strike 3. Nice off-speed pitch there. Tyler Adams goes down looking for the 3rd out of the inning. So we had 1 hit. No runs, no errors, no runners left on base. After 1.5, Appalachee still up 2-0. And we're back here in Athens, and Luke Bennett steps up to the plate for the bottom of the second inning. Center fielder today. Clarke Central got their lead runner on in the first inning, but didn't really move him around. 3 straight outs right after that. And Luke Bennett swings at the first pitch, strike 1 from Tyler Adams. Adams deals though 0-1. Little dribbler over to third base. Nice play by Coach over there. No balls, 2 strikes on Luke Bennett. Bennett awaits the 0-2. And that is called strike 3 right on the outside corner. Bennett just left that one looking and went down for the first out of the inning. Tucker Crumpton steps up to the plate, the first baseman this afternoon. Solo home run in the game on Wednesday. One out here in the bottom of the second inning. Adams deals. Strike one right through there. Crumpton took a big cut at that one. That is ball. 1-1 count here on Tucker Crumpton, the 6-hole hitter. Crumpton looks at that high fastball for ball 2. The 2-1 is in there for called strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here in the bottom of the second inning. Crumpton awaits the 2-2. Little check swing there, but called third strike. Another strikeout here for Tyler Adams. That is 3 so far this afternoon.
Up next, number 7, Trip Thompson.
Second baseman Trip Thompson steps up to the plate with 2 outs here in the bottom of the second inning. And that ball is shot to center field. Eric Morgan goes back and gets under it, and that is the 3rd out of the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Clarke Central. No runs, no hits, no errors, no runners left on base after 2 full innings here in Athens. It is 2-0 Apalachee. We're back here at Clarke Central for the top of the 3rd inning. The 2-hole hitter, Clint Ash, will step up to the plate for Apalachee. He flew out to center in his first at-bat. In the game on Wednesday, he had 2 RBIs and a triple in the 9-3 win over Clarke Central. Matthews deals. Ball in the dirt, no balls, or 1 ball, no strikes. The 1-0. And that is in there for strike 1. High fastball. Clint Ash didn't even move the bat off his shoulder. The 1-1 is down and away. A little off-speed pitch. Didn't get Ash to chase on that one. That ball is flied over to the right-hand side toward the street. Misses cars over there. Nothing, no damage done. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out here in the top of the 3rd inning to the 2nd-hole hitter, Clint Ash for Appalachee. Patrick Matthews deals the 2-2. Another off-speed pitch in the dirt off the outside corner. That is a ball. 3 balls, 2 strikes here. fouled back to the screen. Ash is battling up at the plate, making Matthews throw quite a few pitches here. Full count now. Shot over to Trip Thompson at second, bobbles it, recovers, and throws over to Tucker Crumpton at first for the first out of this third inning.
Now batting number 21, Stephen Adair.
Three-hole hitter Stephen Adair steps up to the plate. He doubled, had an RBI, and stole a base in his first at-bat. Drove in the first run of the game for Apalachee. He comes up to the plate with no runners on this time and one out here in the top of the third inning. High fastball, ball one. That ball is hit over to the shortstop. Nice play over there by Hunter Cutts, but will not be able to make a throw. Dove for that one in the hole and popped up and didn't have a play over at first and just decided to hold the ball and wait for a double play. Austin Miller steps up to the plate, struck out in his first at bat with Stephen Adair over at first base. Matthews deals. Ball low and away. Not getting that call by the ump today. Gower's doing a good job behind the plate framing that. Matthews deals the 1-0. 2 balls, no strikes here on Austin Miller. Matthews checks. Austin checks Stephen Adair over at first base. And that is called strike one on the outside corner. 2 balls, 1 strike here to Stephen Adair, or to Austin Miller, excuse me. Stephen Adair is over at first base. Checks the runner at first and throws over. Adair back in there safely. Like I said, Adair did steal a base, so we know he has the speed. That ball is hit to second base. Double play ball here. Throws over to Hunter Cutts. Hunter Cutts over to first, and it gets by Tucker Crumpton. Ball bounces into the dugout, or past the dugout. Runner will head up to second base. So we did get 1 out there at second base, but the runner will advance on a ball out of play. 2 outs here in the top of the third inning. Runner on second base. Tony Salvaggio steps up to the plate. Singled and had an RBI in his first at bat, and he stole 2 bases. Right, he stole second and third. Ball outside. Matthews deals the 1-0. That is tipped right into Elliot Gower's glove for strike 1. 1-1 here on Tony Salvaggio, the right fielder for Apalachee. Matthews checks the runner at second and to home. Ball in the dirt. Nice stop there by Jack Elliott Gower behind the plate. Two balls, 1 strike, 2 outs here in the top of the third inning. Runner on second base for Apalachee. 2-0 Apalachee here in the top of the third. Matthews steps over towards second base. No throw though. And to home. That ball is flied straight up toward first base. Tucker Crumpton gets under it over by the dugout And that will be the third out of the top of the third. No runs on one hit, no errors, one runner left on base for Apalachee. 2-0 Appalachee after 2.5.
Just click watch now, and you can see the game as it happens. You're just talking. We should keep it this way.
Yeah. It's completely different. It's, I mean, like, this is what I want to do for, like, a career later on, but I didn't realize.
Leading off for the Gladiators, number 18, Jordan Bonner.
And Jordan Bonner hits that over to third base, down the line, but foul. Bonner's the 8-hole hitter for Clarke Central. Playing right field this afternoon. Clarke Central went down 3 up, 3 down in the bottom of the second inning. Like to get something going here in the third. That is ball 1 low in the zone. 1-1 count here on Jordan Bonner. Tyler Adams is dealing out there right now. Looks pretty comfortable out on the mound from the windup. That ball is flied toward the left fielder, Ryan Janko. He gets under it and he drops the ball. Jordan Bonner will reach on an error by the left fielder, Ryan Janko. Looked like it hit the heel of his glove, and he's wondering what happened out there, too. Looked like he was right under it and hit the heel and just bounced right out. Runner on first base here for Clarke Central. To start the bottom of the third inning. 9-hole hitter Isaiah Sims steps up to the plate. Left fielder today. Bonner takes his lead, and Sims squares the bunt, bunts it right back to the pitcher. A little too hard. Throws over to second and over to first. Safe over at first. Fielder's choice. Close play over there. Ump was right on that call, though, and didn't hesitate at all. Fielder's choice for Isaiah Sims. 1 out. Bottom of the third inning. Back up to the top of the order with Noah Fairbairn. Singled to lead off the game today for Clarke Central. Tyler Adams checked Isaiah Sims over there at first. Sims back in there safely. Adams deals. High. 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out here in the bottom of the third inning. Adams throws over. Sims back in there safely. Throw down to first base after the ball. Sims gets back in there safely. Austin Lazier must have saw some daylight or something down there and got a little away from him there, but nothing hurt. 2 balls, no strikes, 1 out. Sims takes his lead off first, and Adams deals. Sims goes to second, a little hit and run. There will not be a chance at a double play. Fairbairn makes it. Sims makes it down to second. Fairbairn is thrown out at first. The ball gets away after they try to get Sims on a back door.
Next up, number 15, Patrick.
Sims safe at second base. Patrick Matthews steps up to the plate. He sacked bunted in his first at bat. Pretty successful one. Got Fairbairn over to second base. Now he's got to swing away with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Nice little off-speed pitch off the outside corner for strike 1 from Adams. Adams throws back to Sims at second base. Sims gets in there safely. Chance Rodriguez was creeping in, and Adams did the spin move on the mound. Got it down to second pretty quickly. Adams checks Sims at second. Delivers home. And that ball is hit. Looked like it might be a little Texas leaguer, but Chance Rodriguez and Tony Salvaggio come toward it, and Chance makes the play for the 3rd out of the inning. No runs, no hits, no error, 1 error. 1 runner left on base here in the bottom of the 3rd inning for Clarke Central. After 3 full innings, Clarke Central is down 2-0 to Apalachee. And we are back here for the top of the 4th inning. Apalachee coming to the plate up 2-0. They have 2 runs on 4 hits, 1 error. Clarke Central, no runs on 1 hit, no errors. The designated hitter steps up to the plate, Joey White. In his first at bat, he walked and stole a base. Matthews deals. Nice little curveball there. Start off the inning, 1 strike. Ball high and tight. Joey White gets out of there. 1-1 count here. Ball bounced in front of the plate. Nice stop there by Jack Elliott Gower behind the plate. 2 balls, 1 strike on the leadoff, or on the 6-hole hitter, leadoff batter of the inning, Joey White for Apalachee. That ball is fouled off the fence. 2-2. Swung right through that one. Nice little changeup it looked like there. Strike 3. Nice way to start off the inning. 1 down here in the top of the 4th inning. Austin Laser steps up to the plate. Catcher with 1 down. Ball. Lazier struck out looking in his first at bat back in the 1st inning. One ball, no strikes, 1 out. He shoots that one toward the street over there. Did not hit any cars, so again, no damage there. 1-1 count now, 1 out. Swing and a miss on a nice little curveball over the outside corner. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. On the 7-hole hitter, Austin Lazier. Took a pretty big hack at that last one. Ball high, right around the eyes. 2-2 count. The 2-2. Fastball outside. 2 balls off the plate and didn't get Lazier to chase that one. Full count now, 1 out. Ball 4 inside. Lazier takes the walk and heads down to first base. He will have a pinch runner for Austin Lazier since he is catching. Number 1, Wright Patterson, into the game as a pinch runner.
And that's number 4, Eric Morgan.
Eric Morgan, center fielder, steps up to the plate. He singled in his first at bat. Strike 1. First pitch strike. Nice pitch by Patrick Matthews. Wright Patterson over there at first gets his lead. Matthews just hasn't looked too comfortable from the stretch this afternoon. Always worried about the runners. A little too worried maybe. Steps off again. Looks way more comfortable out of the windup. Morgan squares around a bunt. Pulls back, and that is called strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here in the top of the 4th inning. Runner on first base for Apalachee. The 0-2 is high and away. Didn't get the call. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And that ball is flied over toward left field. Hunter cuts, shades over, gets under it, and that is the 2nd out of the inning. Nice play over there by shortstop Hunter Cuts. Currently, Clarke Central girls soccer team trails Flowery Branch in region play 2-0 at Billy Henderson Stadium. 2 outs here in the top of the 4th inning. Patterson still over there at first, gets thrown over to and gets back in there safely. Chance Rodriguez flies that one right over the press box here. No balls, 1 strike here for the 9-hole hitter, Chance. Chance reached on a fielder's choice in the 1st inning. He was caught stealing when he tried to steal second base. Another throw over to first base. Patterson gets back safely. Matthews just needs to focus on the batter in hand and get his mind off the runner. He's got 2 outs in the inning and 1 strike. Curveball high and tight. Chance didn't swing at it. And got a 1-1 count now. The 1-1. Chance hits a grounder to shortstop. Hunter Cuts, fields it, throws over, and the throw over to first was not needed because there were 2 outs. Trip Thompson gets out at second base to end the inning. Wasn't really sure if you knew how many outs there were that inning, but nonetheless, no runs, no hits, no errors, 1 runner left on base for Apalachee. After 3.5 innings, Apalachee is still leading 2-0. And we're back here in Athens for the bottom of the fourth inning. Clarke Central trails 2-0 to Apalachee. The three-hole hitter, Jack Elliott Gower, steps up to the plate. Struck out in his first at-bat of the game. Adams deals. A little off-speed pitch. A little bit low right there. Ball one to start off the at-bat to Gower. Elliott Gower awaits the 1-0. Ball two, low in the dirt. The 2-0. Gower fists that one toward the shortstop, Stephen Adair. Adair fields it, throws over to first, and Elliott Gower is thrown out. First out of the inning for Apalachee. Cleanup hitter Hunter Cutt steps up to the plate, flew out to the second baseman in his first at-bat. Left-handed hitter pulled it over to second base last time and was retired by Chance Rodriguez. Lays down a nice bunt down the third base line. Hunter Cutt gets to first base safely. Nice bunt right there. Need to get somebody on base, get something going here for Clarke Central. That is their second hit of the ball game. Number 21, Luke Bennett, steps up to the plate. He struck out looking in his first at-bat. Needs to right the ship and get Hunter Cutt down to second base and maybe even in. Cutt takes off. A little ground ball down the third base line, but foul. Cutt looked like he was stealing right there. Maybe a little hit and run put on by coach. Get some of the defense moving around, open up some holes. Make something happen here for Clarke Central. As they're down 2-0 with only 4 more at-bats here in the game. Cuts takes his lead off first, Adam checks. And delivers home. Strike two, right over the heart of the plate. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here on the center fielder, Luke Bennett. Adams deals, and Bennett hits a shot down the left field line, but foul. About a yard foul right down there, and definitely would have had Cuts over to third base at the least. Bennett battling here. No balls, 2 strikes on him in the bottom of the fourth inning. Adams comes set and delivers home. A little curveball up and away for ball one. Bennett steps back up to the plate, awaits the 1-2 with Hunter Cutt over at first. Cutt takes off. Bennett skies that one up in the air, goes back toward the street. Hopefully no cars got hit. We can't tell here from the press box. One ball, 2 strikes here on the 5-hole hitter, Luke Bennett. Cuts over there at first, takes another lead. Does not go this time, and another foul ball by Bennett, just battling hard right here, making Adams throw quite a few pitches. One ball, 2 strikes. And that ball hits Luke Bennett right in the back. He will trot on down to first base, and Hunter Cutt's up to second. Runners on first and second here for Clarke Central. They got something going.
Number 19, Tucker.
That is not the first time that Luke Bennett has been hit by a pitch this season. It's happened multiple times, probably leading the team right now. Tucker Crumpton steps up to the plate. Ball one outside. He also struck out in his first at-bat. But he's got runners on first and second here with only one out in the bottom of the fourth inning. Checks down to coach to see what he wants to do. A little bit of daylight there at second base. Adams spins around, fakes the throw to second base. 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Adams deals, runners go. Cuts is in there safely. High tag right up by the chest. Little double steal action going on for Clarke Central. Now they got something going. Runners in scoring position in the bottom of the fourth inning. 1 out, 1 ball, no strikes here to Tucker Crumpton, who had the solo home run, like I said, in the game on Wednesday against the same Apalachee team. So he has the power to go deep. Adams deals, ball in the dirt, gets by. Hunter Cuts started to come, checked back, didn't really notice how far the ball was away from the catcher. Probably could have been safe, but better be safe than sorry. 3 balls, no strikes, 1 out here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Adams hasn't really been in the jam all day. This is first one. It's called strike on the outside corner for the first strike. 3-1. Nice little off-speed pitch there by Adams. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Just grazing the corner of the plate right there. Full count now. Ball 4 in the dirt. Bases are loaded now for Clarke Central. Trip Thompson coming up to the plate. He flew out to the center fielder in his first at-bat. And that's all that he would need right here. We'll fly ball to the outfield, get 1 runner in, get maybe another runner over to third base, another runner over to second. Still got runners in scoring position, so hopefully he can poke something on into the outfield. Get Clarke Central on the board. Adams deals. Ball high. Right around the letters. A little bit too high for the umpire right there. 1 ball. Swung right through that one. Thompson's now even the count. 1-1 here. Trip Thompson's playing second base today for Clarke Central. He's got the bases loaded. And that is a called strike, too, right on the inside corner. Will look like be a little bit up. Laid off it. Now I got a 1-2 count. 1 out, though. Adams steals, and that ball is outside. 2-2 count. Like a little curveball that he started on the outside corner and just kept breaking off the plate. Adams deals a 2-2. Swung right through that one was Trip Thompson. 2 down here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Bases still loaded. Jordan Bonner steps up to the plate in his first plate appearance in the third inning. He reached on an error by the left fielder. He hit that little blooper out to the left fielder, Ryan Janko out there, and hit Janko's heel of his glove and just bounced right out. Ball high. Clarke Central really needs to get one run out of this. They had bases loaded with one out. The heart of their order did exactly what they were supposed to do, get on base and get over. And that ball is shot to left field. Ryan Janko turns around. It gets over his head. Hunter Cutts will come in. So will Luke Bennett. And so will Tucker Crumpton. That is a bases clearing double for Jordan Bonner. Nice shot out there to left field. Janko had a little unusual route toward the ball. Kind of looked like he thought it was going to land in front of him. Started coming in and then realized, oh, it was going to be over his head. So he turned around and took off toward it. Ball went up to the fence and Bonner gets in with the double, clearing all the bases, and Clarke Central takes the lead 3-2 here in the bottom of the fourth inning. The Apalachee coach is out to talk to Tyler Adams, calm him down a little bit, let him know they're not out of this game. Umpire need to go get coach and tell him it's time to start back up the ball game. Isaiah Sims steps up to the plate now for Clarke Central. Gladiators got stuff going and got 3 runs on a 2-out double there by Jordan Bonner. Bonner's out there at second base now, and Adams deals. That is a called strike right around the knees. Strike 1 here on Isaiah Sims. Sims skies that one toward the street and just misses a car out there in the street. We're 0 for 3 on street balls today. And passerbyers have been getting pretty lucky. 0-2 count here on the 9-hole hitter, Isaiah Sims. Nice little curveball, called strike 3. Isaiah Sims goes down looking, and Apalachee gets out of that inning, but not before Clarke Central scores 3 runs on 2 hits. One of those hits being a big double by Jordan Bonner. Clarke Central is now up 3-2 after 4 full innings. And we're back for the top of the 5th inning. After a big bottom of the 4th by Clarke Central, taking the lead 3-2.
Tyler Adams.
Patrick Matthews pitching with a lead for the first time in the ball game. Leadoff hitter Tyler Adams steps up to the plate for Appalachee. Swings at the first pitch and skies it to the right fielder Jordan Bonner. Bonner gets under it and will retire Adams on 1 pitch for the first out of the inning. Adams had scored in his first at-bat on a walk, after a walk. Struck out in his second, just flied out in his third. Stepping up to the plate now for Appalachee, we got Clint Ash.
Number 5.
He is the third baseman today. He's 0 for 2. Ground out and a fly out earlier in the game. Ball down in the dirt, little off-speed pitch, gets by Jack Elliott Gower there behind the plate. No runners on base, nothing hurt. Patrick Matthews out of the windup, and the 1-0 is fouled back at the plate. 1-1 on the 2-hole hitter, Clint Ash. Matthews deals the 1-1 down in the dirt. Nice stop there by Jack Elliott Gower, working hard back there behind the plate. Two 1 count, and the 2-1. Now they shot into the right center gap over Jordan Bonner's head. Clint Ash heads to second base, and he will be in there with a 1-out double.
Now batting, number 21, Stephen Adair.
The 3-hole hitter, Stephen Adair, steps up to the plate. Double in his first at-bat and a single in his second at-bat. Scored 1 run today. He is 2 for 2. Now he's got Clint Ash out there at second base. Nice little curveball there. It wasn't getting the call from the umpire. 1 ball. Matthews checks him at second, deals. Called strike 1, right up at the letters. One count here on Stephen Adair. Another off-speed pitch, high curveball. Called strike 2. Umps been all over the place this afternoon. Got a 1-2 count now. 1 out here in the top of the 5th inning. That is a ball outside. Fastball high and away. 2-2 count now. Clint Ash out there at second base, takes his lead. Matthews steps off. Like I said earlier, he looks a lot more comfortable out of the windup. A little too worried about the runners on base, and throws that one, and Adair flies that one toward the street out there. 2-2 count. That ball is down in the dirt for ball 3. Full count now on the 3-hole hitter, Stephen Adair for Apalachee. 1 out here in the top of the 5th inning. And Adair skies that one out to Isaiah Sims in left field. Sims gets under the ball and will record Stephen Adair out. That is the 2nd out of the inning. Clint Ash was not able to advance, so he will stay at second base. Austin Miller steps up to the plate now for Apalachee. Struck out and reached on a fielder's choice in his 2 previous at-bats today. Ash still out there at second. Matthews delivers. Nice little curveball in the inside corner. Started it off the plate and cut right back onto the inside corner. No balls, 1 strike. Ball low, right below the knees. That fastball, 1-1 count now. 2 outs here in the top of the 5th inning. Matthews checks Ash at second and deals home. Little curveball, dribbler down the third base line. Foul. Two strikes we got on Austin Miller, the cleanup hitter for Apalachee. Be huge to get him out right here and get back into the dugout for Clarke Central. The 1-2. Ash takes off, and that ball is skied toward the street over there. Probably get over the street. And Austin Miller battles at the plate with a 1-2 count. 2 outs here in the top of the 5th inning. Appalachee down 3-2 to Clarke Central. Matthews had to step off. Maybe a little bit of daylight out there. Just runner messing with him in the head. Want to recover, and now throws on home. That ball's hit out to Trips Thompson at second base. Another bobble by him. Double pump, and he is safe over at first. You can usually recover from a little bobble ball out there at the infield, but when you double clutch with that, it makes it hard to get a fast runner out there at first base. He will reach on an error. So you have runners on the corners here in the top of the 5th inning for Apalachee. 2 outs. And the 5-hole hitter, Tony Salvaggio, comes up to the plate. He is 1 for 2 today. In his first at-bat, he stole 2 bases, hit a single, and had an RBI. Matthews steps off. Now delivers the first pitch to the batter. Salvaggio lines that one to center. Nice play out there by Luke Bennett. Coming in on that low sinking liner to get the 3rd out of the inning. We have 1 hit, no runs, 1 error. 2 runners left on base for Apalachee after 4.5 in Athens. Clarke Central is up 3-2. We're back for the bottom of the 5th inning. Clarke Central coming to the plate with their leadoff hitter, Noah Fairbairn. He is 1 for 2 on the day. He has reached base both times, though. He reached on a fielder's choice in the 3rd inning and singled back in the 1st. Called strike right over the heart of the plate for strike 1. Nice little curveball there for strike 2 to Noah Fairbairn. Adams still in there for Apalachee. Strike 3 swinging, 3 pitches, 3 strikes, 1 out.
Now batting for the Gladiators.
Stepping up to the plate, Patrick Matthews steps up to the plate now. He is 0 for 2 on the day. Sack bunt in the 1st. Fly out to second base in the 3rd. That is strike right down the middle. Adams is doing a good job getting ahead of hitters in the at bat, staying in that windup. Got a little roughed up in the bottom of the 3rd or bottom of the 4th, but Seems pretty comfortable out there. That is strike 2. A nice little hanging curveball that Matthews just kind of swung right through. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. And Adams throws a little fastball. Ryan Janko out there fields it for the second out of the inning, and Patrick Matthews goes down.
Now batting number 23, Jack Elliott Gower.
Jack Elliott Gower steps up to the plate, 0 for 2 on the day. Ground out in the 4th and a strikeout in the 1st inning. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th inning. That is called strike 1 on the outside corner. Nice framing job there by Austin Lazier. That was a ball. 1-1 count now. 2 outs here on the 3-hole hitter, Jack Elliott Gower. Gower shoots that one into the right center gap, and that will be cut off by the center fielder, Eric Morgan, and Gower heads to second base and will be in with a double. He was thinking double right out of the box. Didn't even hesitate. Headed towards second and got in there safely for a 2-out double. That is his first hit of the ball game. Hunter Cutt steps up to the plate, scored the first run for Clarke Central back in the 4th inning. He is 1 for 2 on the day, a single and a flyout. He's got a runner out there on second base now. Would love to drive him in, extend this lead a little bit. Adams deals. Ball outside. That is a ball out and away. 2 balls, no strikes here on the cleanup hitter, Hunter Cutt. Jack Elliott Gower out there on second base takes his lead. Adams checks him and deals home. That is ball in the dirt. 3 balls, no strikes here. And the 3-0 is ball 4, high and away. That doesn't hurt him too much. Now they got to force out at every base. With Luke Bennett coming up to the plate, he was hit by a pitch in his last at bat and came around to score. Also struck out in the 2nd inning, so he is 0 for 1 on the day. Has runners out there on 1st and 2nd with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Excuse me. Adams deals. That ball is shot right into the Apalachee dugout. Looked like coach is moving out of the way. Everyone's okay. No balls, 1 strike here on Luke Bennett, center fielder. Made the last out of the last inning. Nice little catch out there, by the way. Adams deals the 0-1. That ball is skied. Catcher thinks he might have a play on it, but that will go right into the Clarke Central bleachers. No one hurt. Everyone's okay. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Clarke Central up to the plate. His runners on 1st and 2nd. And the 5-hole hitter, Luke Bennett, up to the plate. Adams deals the 0-2. Bennett checks his swing there. And they are appealing down to second base. Umpire, and he does not say he went on that one. Didn't really have the best angle. May have gone, may have not. But Luke Bennett gets another crack at it. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. And that is called strike 3 right over the outside corner. And Luke Bennett goes down looking. 1 no runs, 1 hit, no errors. 2 runners left on base for Clarke Central in the bottom of the 5th inning. Clarke Central leads 3-2. Apalachee down to their last 6 outs of the ball game, down 1 run to Clarke Central here in Athens.
Now batting, number 15, Joey White.
Joey White steps up to the plate, the DH on the day. He is 0 for 1 on the day, strikeout in the 4th inning and a walk in the 1st. Matthews still out there for Clarke Central, delivers ball 1. That ball is shot out to right field. Jordan Bonner fields, he keeps it in front of him, and Joey White's on with a leadoff single.
Now batting for the Wildcats, number 12, Austin Laser.
Austin Lazier steps up to the plate. He is 0 for 1 on the day, strikeout and a walk. And he squares around a bunt, puts that one down right toward Matthews. Matthews doesn't even look at second, throws over to first and gets him out. Nice sack bunt there by Austin Lazier.
Now batting number 4.
Moves Joey White over to second base with only 1 out here in the top of the 6th inning. Clarke Central's got somebody warming, looking like they're starting to get warm out there in the bullpen. Matthews fires that one over the outside corner, paints the corner for strike 1. Terry McHugh is out there warming up for Clarke Central. That is ball high. One count now, 1 out. Joey White out there at second base. Ball down in the dirt, little curveball. Joey White will get over to third base on that pass ball. Ball took an awkward hop off the ground after Matthews threw that curveball a little bit too low and hit right off Elliot Gower's chest and bounced off to the left. Runner on third base now for Apalachee with only 1 out. And that is ball high. 3 balls, 1 strike on the 8-hole hitter, Eric Morgan. Eric Morgan is 1 for 2 on the day with a single. And fouls that one right off the umpire's mask for strike 2. Skies that one off to the right-hand side. Tucker Crumpton just runs out of room. Full count still. 1 out. Matthews deals the full count. That is called strike 3 right on the corner. Nice pitch there. Paints the corner for the 2nd out of the inning. Eric Morgan goes down looking. That will bring up Chance Rodriguez, second baseman for Apalachee. He is 0 for 2 on the day. Fielder's choice in the 2nd. And another fielder's choice in the 4th. He shoots that one over to Hunter, cuts it short, cuts, fields it, and throws over to first, and that is up in the air. And he is safe. Pulls Tucker Crumpton off the bag. Crumpton swipes it. Chance Rodriguez comes down the line. The coach of Clarke Central will head out and argue that call. Maybe ask for some help by the home plate umpire to see if he had a better angle at it. It was a very, very close play. It looks as if the home plate umpire has no idea. So he is going to be called safe. The run will count. So Joey White did come in to score on that one to tie up the ball game for Apalachee. 3-3 now. Chance Rodriguez does reach on. An error by Hunter Cuts. Errant throw right there. Brings up Tyler Adams, top of the order again. Tyler Adams shoots that one into left center. That one is getting by. Isaiah Sims turns around. Chance Rodriguez turns third and will score to take the lead for Apalachee, 4-3. That is a 2-out double for leadoff batter Tyler Adams.
Now batting number 5, Clint Ash.
A little 2-out rally here going for Apalachee. Scored 2 runs on the last 2 batters and are now up 4-3 over Clarke Central in the top of the 6th inning. Matthews deals strike 1. Nice little off-speed curveball right there. And gets ahead of Clint Ash, who doubled in his last plate appearance. He is 1 for 3 on the day. Ash swings right through that one. Takes a big old cut for strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the... That is ball high. 1 ball, 2 strikes. On the third baseman for Apalachee. If Ash gets on the 3-hole hitter, Stephen Adair steps up to the plate. He is 2 for 3 on the day. And he does go around on that one. He is not too happy. That will do it here in the top of the 6th inning for Apalachee. But not after they score 2 runs on 2 hits and 1 error to take the lead 4-3 over Clarke Central. Clarke Central coming to bat here in the bottom of the 6th inning. We have a good one tonight. Appalachee just took the lead to take 4-3 here. Stepping up to the plate for Clarke Central in the bottom of the 6th inning is Tucker Crumpton, who made that swipe tag at first base, but the runner was called safe. Extended the last inning and helped Appalachee take the lead. Tucker Crumpton is 0 for 1 on the day. That is ball 1. He did come around and score, however, in the 4th inning. He was one of those 3 runs that Clarke Central scored then. Tyler Adams still out there pitching. Throwing pretty hard here for the bottom of the 6th inning. That's ball 2. And Appalachee has nobody warming up in the bullpen. It looks like it will be Tyler Adams' ball game here. Adams deals 2-0. And Crumpton was just a little bit out in front of that one. Maybe a little change up there. Fooled him. 2-1 count now. That is ball high. 3-1. The 3-1 is low in the dirt. Leadoff runner gets a board to start off the inning for Clarke Central here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Apalachee coach will come out. It looks like he is going to relieve Tyler Adams. He's bringing in Stephen Adair, shortstop. That would be why nobody was warming up in the bullpen. And looks like they will just swap positions. So Stephen Adair is responsible for the runner on first base right now, but he pitched 5 complete innings. Started here in the 6th, gave up 4 hits, 3 runs on 1 error. So here is a quick recap of the ballgame. Apalachee got off to a hot start here in Athens, scoring 2 runs in the first inning on 2 hits. And they didn't score again until the 6th when they took the lead. They've scored 4 runs in 6 innings for them. They're up 4-3 right now over Clarke Central. Trip Thompson steps up to the plate. 0 for 2 on the day, strikeout and a flyout. And he will square around a bunt, but bunts right through that ball. Looked like he was jabbing at it a little bit, and that will be strike 1. Chandon Haynes pinch running over at first base. Squares around again and bunts right through that one too. No balls, 2 strikes. Here on Trip Thompson. Thompson flies that one to center. Eric Morgan goes back, gets under it, and will retire Trip Thompson for the first out of the inning. Chandon back to first base.
Now batting number 18, Jordan Bonner.
Jordan Bonner steps up to the plate. He had that bases clearing double back in the 4th inning. He is 1 for 2 on the day. He reached on an error in his first at bat. Adair gets ready and deals the first pitch. Fouled right back toward the press box. Luckily there was a screen there. No balls, 1 strike here on Jordan Bonner, right fielder for Clarke Central. Adair gets ready to deal the 0-1. Bonner awaits, and that is a ball. And that is a backdoor throw down to first base, and Chandon Hayes is back in there safely. 1-1 count now. Haynes takes off. And he is called out at second base. Austin Lazier kind of threw that ball on the shortstop side of second base. Chance Rodriguez went over and got it and came back and tagged out. Jen Haynes down there second for the second out of the inning. Jordan Bonner, 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And that is strike 3, ball in the dirt. Throw down to first base, and Bonner will be retired. No runs, no hits, no errors, no runners left on base after 6 full innings here in Athens. Appalachee's up 4-3 over Clarke Central. I can hear it pretty good in here. You can hear it pretty good in the headphones. And we're back here for the top of the 7th inning. This is the final inning of high school baseball.
Now batting.
So Clarke Central can't let any more damage happen and needs to put a few runs on the board here when they come up to the plate. Patrick Matthews still out there for Clarke Central on the mound and deals. And he called strike 1. Stephen Adair is up to the plate. 3-hole hitter. He is 2 for 3 on the day. Called strike 2. Nice little curveball in the inside corner. Once again, he started that off the plate on the inside corner and just curved right on back into the plate. No balls, 2 strikes. That is a ball out and away. That is another ball. 2-2 count now. Pitcher now for Appalachee, Stephen Adair. Adair awaits the 2-2. Adair offers at it and swings right through that one for the first out of the inning. A little fastball on the outside corner and wasn't able to get his bat out there.
Now batting for the Wildcats, number 6, Austin Miller.
Number 6, Austin Miller steps up to the plate. He's 0 for 3 on the day. Reached on an error in the 5th, struck out in the 1st, and reached on a fielder's choice in the 3rd. First pitch to him is a ball high. Matthews with the 1-0. Foul tipped right off the plate. 1-1 now. Miller with the 1-1, shot right back at the pitcher. Trip Thompson isn't able to make a play on it at second base. And that will be a single for Austin Miller.
Now batting number 7, Tony Salvaggio.
First hit of the ball game for him. Tony Salvaggio comes up to the plate. 1 for 3 on the day. Single back in the 1st, a fly out in the 3rd, and a line out back in the 5th inning. Looks like we're going to have a pitching change here for Clarke Central. That is the end of Patrick Matthews' day. Luke Bennett looks like he's going to be coming up to take the spot. And once again, looks like they're just going to swap positions maybe. That's what it's looking like. So we got Luke Bennett on the mound now for Clarke Central. Patrick Matthews' day is done after 6 1/3 innings. He gave up 4 runs on 8 hits on 3 errors. Matthews did pitch a heck of a ball game. 6 innings, pretty good. Luke Bennett on in relief here in the top of the 7th inning with 1 out. Austin Miller over there at first after a nice little single there right through the box back into center field. Tony Salvaggio back up to the plate. Like I said, he's 1 for 3 on the day with an RBI. Salvaggio skies that one right out there toward Patrick, and he gets right under it, and that will be the 2nd out of the inning. Tony Salvaggio goes down.
Now batting number 15, Joey White.
Joey White steps up to the plate, walked in his first plate appearance, strikeout in his 2nd in the 4th, and then a single, and he scored a run back in the 6th inning. That is called strike on low and away. Nice pitch there by Luke Bennett. Miller still over there at first, taking his lead. Bennett checks him once more, and delivers home. And that ball is high. 1-1 count now. Low and away. On Joey White. That is called strike 2. Right on the outside corner, low and away. 2-2 count. 2 outs here in the top of the 7th inning. That is a ground ball hit right toward Trip Thompson. Will field it, bobbles it once again. Joey White will reach first on the error.
Now batting number 12, Austin Laser.
Miller heads over to second base. Bennett checks his runner at second. Delivers home. That ball's hit. Nice play by Cuts over there at short. Throws over to first, and he is safe at first. Bases are now loaded for Apalachee here in the top of the 7th inning with 2 outs. That was a great play over there by Hunter Cuts in the hole. He was way deep in the hole. Fired it over onto first. Shoot off his arm right there.
Now batting number 4, Eric Morgan.
Wright Patterson will be the pinch runner now for Apalachee over at first base. Ducks on the pond now, 2 outs. Appalachee already up 1 run over Clarke Central here in the top of the 7th inning. That ball is hit down the third base line, but foul. No balls, 1 strike on Eric Morgan. Struck out in his last at bat. 1 for 3 on the day. Bennett checks the runner at second, delivers home. Nice curveball right there by Bennett. 4 strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the top of the 7th inning. Another off-speed pitch lined out to left field. Isaiah Sims fields it in front of him. 1 run will come in, another will too. Both Austin Miller and Joey White both score on the play. Appalachee extends its lead to 6-3 on that single by Eric Morgan.
Now batting number 11, Chance Rodriguez.
Chance Rodriguez steps up to the plate now. Reached on error and scored in his last plate appearance. Runners on first and second with 2 outs for Apalachee. Daylight there at second base. Cuts comes in and Austin Lazier gets back safely. No balls, 1 strike. And that hit Chance Rodriguez. Look, maybe right on the forearm. He will trot on down to first base. Bases are loaded once again for Appalachee here in the top of the 7th. And we are back up to the top of the order.
Now batting number 2, Tyler Adams.
Tyler Adams steps up to the plate for Appalachee. Doubled in his last plate appearance in the 6th, flew out in the 5th, struck out in the 2nd, and walked and scored a run in his first plate appearance today. 6-3 Appalachee here in the top of the 7th inning. And that ball is shot to center field. 1 run will come in. Another will too. And Rodriguez is heading to third, and he will be in there safely. That is another 2-run, 2-out double for Appalachee. Both Austin Lazier and Eric Morgan score. Chance Rodriguez, like I said, made it down to third base on the play, and Tyler Adams
Number 5, Clarke.
got a nice double there. Back-to-back doubles for him today. It's been a big 2-out rally here for Appalachee. It's exactly what they needed. They need to put up a few more runs. And that ball hit Clint Ash right in the leg. So we have the bases loaded once again after that hit by pitch. That ground ball that probably could have gotten us out of the inning that Trip Thompson just bobbled out a little bit. It's cost them quite a few runs here in the top of the 7th inning. Coach was not pleased when he bobbled that and wasn't able to get the out. Shows that errors mean a lot in baseball.
Number 21, Stephen Adair.
They have now batted through their order. Stephen Adair is back up for the 2nd time this inning. He made the first out of the inning after a strikeout. So he's up with the bases loaded and 2 outs. 4 runs have come across the plate here in the top of the 7th. That is strike 1. Hit by pitches also haven't been helping Clarke Central. They've hit 2 people in this inning. They hit Chance Rodriguez, the 9-hole hitter, and then 2 batters later they hit Clint Ash, which just loaded the bases. Called strike 2 on the outside corner. Nice pitch there by Luke Bennett. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bases loaded for Apalachee. Luke Bennett looks for the sign, comes set, and delivers. Off-speed pitch in the dirt. Nice stop there by Jack Elliott Gower behind the plate. Ball 1. The 1-2 is out and away. 2 balls, 2 strikes now. On the 3-hole hitter, Stephen Adair. Came into pitch last inning for Apalachee. That ball is in the dirt. Ball 3. Can't afford to throw another one of those, or another run will come across the board. Full count, 2 outs. The runners will most likely be moving right now. On the 3-hole hitter, Stephen Adair. And they are, and that ball is hit to third baseman. Noah Fairbairn throws over to first, and that will do it here in the top of the 7th inning. Four runs on 4 hits, 1 error. 3 runners left on base for Appalachee in the top of the 7th inning. After 6.5, Appalachee leads 8-3.
Leading off for the Gladiators, number 4, Isaiah Sims.
Isaiah Sims steps up here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Their last hope for Clarke Central. Down 5 runs. After a big top of the 7th inning by Apalachee, putting up 4 runs. The first pitch to Sims is a ball. Good news for Clarke Central. They'll be back at the top of their order, so they definitely have the hitters coming up. That ball is fouled back toward the street. 1 ball, 1 strike here on Isaiah Sims. Struck out and reached on a fielder's choice in his first 2 previous at-bats. That is ball high from Stephen Adair. Adair moving pretty quickly out there. Gets his sign and gets right into his groove. Deals right, fouled back right off the catcher's helmet. 2 balls, 2 strikes here on the 9-hole hitter for Clarke Central. Adair deals the 2-2. That is called strike 3, low, right around the knees. Isaiah Sims went down looking. Not what Clarke Central needs right now. They needed to get that leadoff runner on base.
Now batting, number 5, Noah
Down to their
Fairbairn.
last 2 outs of the ball game. Back to the top of their order, Noah Fairbairn steps up to the plate. He singled to open up the ball game, but hasn't done much since. Reached on a fielder's choice and struck out in the 5th. First pitch to him is ball 1. Called strike right around the knees for strike 1. Adair deals the 1-1. That is ball 2-1. Ump's been giving him that pitch all day and didn't really give it to him right there. 2 balls, 1 strike. Ground ball hit the short. Tyler Adams fields it, bobbles it, and he is safe over at first. Noah Fairbairn runs that one out and reaches. That will be ruled an error, but nonetheless, Noah Fairbairn is on base, and that's exactly what Clarke Central needs. Stepping up to the plate right now, we got Patrick Matthews. 0 for 3 on the day. 2 flyouts and a sac bunt. That ball is high and tight. Got away from there a little bit. Backing Matthews off the plate. Adair comes set. Checks him over at first and deals. And that is a little nubber hit right back at the pitcher. Throws to second base. Will get him at second. Not get him at first. And they are lucky that ball did not go into the dugout. Or Patrick Matthews would have been at second base. Nonetheless, 2 outs here in the top of the 7th, or bottom of the 7th inning. Excuse me. Clarke Central's down to their last batter, and it is their 3-hole hitter, Jack Elliott Gower, who hit that big 2-run home run in Wednesday's game against Apalachee. He's got a runner on first base right now. He had a double in his last at-bat. Grounded out in his previous one to that and struck out in his first at-bat of the day. So he is 1 for 3 on the day. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Clarke Central down 5. That is a ball that gets away from him. Patrick Matthews will head up to second base. Clarke Central's got a runner in scoring position now. One of many they need this inning. Need a big 2-out rally, just like Appalachee got last inning, so it's possible. Adair comes set and throws that one a little bit high. Like I said, he's moving real quickly. Gets out there, gets on the mound, steps up to the rubber, and throws right as soon as he gets that sign. So 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th. Another ball high, 3-0. Jack Elliott Gower hasn't taken his bat off the shoulder this at bat. Probably going to be holding up on this one. Make Adair throw him a strike. And he does so. That's strike 1. 3 balls, 1 strike. I've never really understood why we take a 3-0 fastball right down the middle. It's always the best pitch of the at-bat, but nonetheless, Jack Elliott Gower fouls that one off his ankle. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Down to their final strike of the ball game. Errors just killed Clarke Central today. 4 of them. A few of them out there at second base by Trip Thompson. Cost them quite a few runs. They probably could have got out of it unscathed last inning if he would have been able to field that cleanly and throw it on over to first. And Gowers hits that ball to left field. 1 run will come in, and he will be on first with a RBI single. Clarke Central still battling here. 8-4 now. Hunter Cutt steps up to the plate, the left-handed batter. He is 2 for 3 on the day, or 1 for 3 on the day, excuse me. He singled back in the 4th, walked in the 5th, and flew out back in the 1st inning. Came around and scored, though, the first run of the ballgame for Clarke Central. And he swings right through that one, took a big cut at that. Strike 1. The 0-1. Ball outside. Stephen Adair gets ready to deal the 1-1 with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th inning. 1 run across the board for Clarke Central. That ball is fouled right back at the screen. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Once again, Clarke Central is down to their last strike. Down 4 runs after a big top of the 7th inning by Apalachee. They scored 4 runs, all with 2 outs. That is called strike 3, looking a little hanging curveball to end the ball game. 1 run on 1 hit. 1 error and 1 runner left on base for Clarke Central, and that will do it here in Athens. 8-4 final. Apalachee beats Clarke Central on really just 4 big errors by Clarke Central. It cost them quite a few runs. It's a tight game throughout, and a few errors cost them.